Hi, dear cricket fans. Welcome to Cricket Happenings. We are looking at this game, the second 2020 international between Zimbabwe and South Africa, which actually was played at the De Beers Diamond Oval here in Kimberley in South Africa. And South Africa took the series 2-0. But let me tell you something here. Even though South Africa took the series 2-0, with South Africa making 194 for 6 batting first, well, Zimbabwe actually got their highest ever score in 2020 international cricket by running them pretty close and losing the match only by 8 runs. Well, if so, when South Africa had actually made 194 for 6, Zimbabwe probably would have not got any chance. Probably people would have thought that Zimbabwe had no chance, but Zimbabwe came absolutely strongly due to the 59 apiece coming from Chamu Chibaba and Brendan Taylor, who really carved the bowling to all parts of the field. And South Africa really had a scare there. They were the ones who really made Zimbabwe almost sniff victory there. In fact, the as far as this match was concerned, it was something where JP Duminy went on to become the highest scorer for South Africa in 2020 cricket by actually eclipsing Lutz Bosman's record by actually making 96 of 54 balls with 10 fours and 4 sixes. A wonderful knock from JP Duminy, which actually took South Africa to the score of 194. As far as this particular match was concerned, where South Africa has actually won the two-match series 2-0, it was South Africa who won the toss and chose to bat, and Lutz Bosman and Graham Smith opened for South Africa. But there was a very nice ploy which was adopted by Zimbabwe, which really worked for them, as Prosper Utsaya was given the new ball, and because of his lack of pace, first he had Lutz Bosman caught by Pofu, who he tried to drive one, he holed out to mid-on, and Utsaya was the bowler. So Bosman was the first wicket to go 5 of 3 balls with 1-4. Graham Smith then played some very good strokes, but in the meanwhile, Prosper Utsaya also scalped the wicket of Colin Ingram with lack of pace, and Colin Ingram was lured into coming down the wicket, but he saw his stump shattered there. So Colin Ingram was gone, bowled Utsaya for 12 of 8 balls with 3 fours. In fact, he hit 3 fours in his score of 12. Graham Smith they were 29 for 2, and Graham Smith was playing his strokes very well. He was looking very aggressive in his score of 46 of 29 balls with 7 fours and 1 6 before Taylor came in and actually had Graham Smith's wicket for 46. So 74 for 3, and then David Miller joined JP Duminy. David Miller, he kept on working the runs, and he was also hitting the odd boundary. JP Duminy, on the other hand, was giving room for himself outside the off stump and just flashing at the balls, and he was also hitting very well straight down the wicket, over mid wicket. And Duminy actually went after the bowling of Chris Pofu, but before that, David Miller, after in fact the partnership was a very important one for South Africa, which actually yielded almost 70 runs, with David Miller contributing 25 before being clean bowled by Shingarai Msikadza, the right arm off spinner, for 25 21 ball for 1-6. Kuhn was caught Taylor bowled Pofu for 1, and Peterson also was dismissed cheaply after that. Utsaya bowled Msikadza for 1, and it was Duminy later on who was completely maneuvered the strike and totally dominated proceedings by actually giving, as I said, Pofu was given the real treatment. His bowling figures were absolutely shattered by JP Duminy, who actually started hitting him over mid wicket, and also he served a lot of half volleys and full tosses even in the death overs, which really contributed with Duminy really shattering the bowler's morale by hitting him to all parts of the ground. And finally, Duminy finished not out on. In fact, the last overs were very crucial. He went like a rocket. He started hitting them to all parts of the ground. Nobody was spread. Creamer was 3 overs, went for 34. Only Brendan Taylor was the best, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. Dabengwa came in and bowled 1 over for 14 runs. Msikadza, Shingarai Msikadza's 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 39. And 194 was the score with which they finished. And Duminy could not get his century, but got his highest score in 2020 international cricket, becoming the highest scorer in 2020 internationals for South Africa, not out of 96 or 54 balls, 10 fours and 4 sixes. As far and Prosper would say I was the best bowler, 4 overs, no made, and 2 for 28. Well, Zimbabwe's innings, it all started with Hamilton Masakadza being dismissed very early, even though he showed a lot of aggressive intent. Satsobe actually had his wicket for 10. So that was the first wicket. After that, it was absolutely. In fact, during the power play, they did not have much runs. Taylor and Chibaba decided to just have a look. Once that was over, after the sixth over, both Brendan Taylor and Chibaba decided that now they have to do something, and well, they just went for their strokes. And Brendan Taylor hit a lot of sixes. Chibaba hit a lot of sixes. Chibaba actually concentrated on Peterson by actually slamming him for sixes. Brendan Taylor was hit one straight down the ground. Then he put them over mid wicket, and there was a lot of over long on too. So he had a lot of sixes, and both of them really meant business. And they went off in a very wonderful fashion. They added 107 for that particular second wicket, which was very crucial. If you see the second over, Masakadza was gone at 15, and the 13th over, Zimbabwe had 122 on the board. And well, both of them just went on in their merry way and started giving Zimbabwe hope every time they were there. And Chibaba also contributed a very aggressive 15 on a 41 ball, 6 fours, 2 sixes, being a victim of Botha. In fact, Botha, as you know, is an economical bowler, but today he came for some real tap from Chibaba and Taylor in particular. When Johan Botha's figures said 3 overs, no made, and 1 for 30, he was the captain. Botha was not actually able to bowl his full quota because of the bashing he received from Chamu Chibaba and Brendan Taylor. And well, this went on, and 122, Chibaba's wicket was taken by Botha, and then Coventry joined in. Well, Brendan Taylor continued his good scoring, but Coventry contributed only 8 runs after hitting 1-6, was a victim of Peterson. And then when Coventry left, it was the 15th over, 137, and at the score of 146, Brendan Taylor, after playing a wonderful knock, went for a swipe of the bowling of Peterson. Theron took the catch, and he was gone for 59 of just 39 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes in that effort. And then there was some, and then Dabengwa joined. Dabengwa and Taibu started. In fact, Chigumbra and Chibungra and Taibu contributed some good runs. They tried their best to actually keep up the spirit. 152 in the 18th over, another 42 runs still required, but still there was hope. Chigumbra tried his best, but he was run out on 26 of 15 balls, 3 fours and 1 6. Domingo was gone for 1. Theron was the one who actually came in and actually nipped up the wickets of Dabengwa very quickly, and also Shingarai Masakadza won, leaving Taibu not out on 11, and Kramer was not on 2. 186 for 7 was the Zimbabwe score at that end. The match, they just finished short by 8 runs, but this was the highest ever score in 2020 international cricket for Zimbabwe, which is I only say that Zimbabwe's side is only improving every time they come out into the middle, which is good for them. As far as Parnell was concerned, 4 overs, no made, and none for 41 was really carved away. Sotsobe bowled with 4 overs, 1 for 32. Theron was the best, 4 overs, no made, and 227. Johan Botha 3 overs, 1 for 30. Peterson 4 overs, no made, and 236. And Dumini 1 over went for 17 runs. And JP Dumini of South Africa was named man of the match. So that brings to an end to my cricket report for the second 2020 international in South Africa and Zimbabwe, which went in favor of South Africa by 8 runs. Thus, South Africa winning the 20 overs international series 2-0. Now the focus shifts on to the one-day international, which starts on 15th of October. Well, dear cricket fans, it has always been a pleasure bringing you the cricket happenings from the world of sport and cricket. Thanks for your company. This is Ram bidding goodbye. Thank you.